Welcome to the Oligo News. A major protest against Zudio, a popular fashion brand owned by the Tata Group. This protest is part of a bigger India-wide campaign by a group called Indian People in Solidarity with Palestine, also known as IPSP. On May 28, Hyderabad became the center of attention when protesters gathered outside the Zudio store in Secunderabad. This protest is connected to the Gaza crisis and the Palestine-Israel conflict. Protesters are asking people in India to boycott Zudio and other Tata companies. Why? Because they say the Tata Group has strong financial and defense ties with Israel. According to IPSP, this makes the Tata Group complicit in the military operations happening in Gaza. In Hyderabad, people carried creative placards, performed street theater, and showed strong support for Palestine. Their message was clear: stop the occupation. End the violence in Gaza. These artistic performances caught the attention of many passers-by. The crowd demanded that Indian citizens must not support any company linked to Israel's war in Palestine. This was not just in Hyderabad. Similar protests were also held in Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Patna, Chandigarh, Visakhapatnam, Rohtak, and Vijayawada. All these cities had activists and citizens demanding a boycott of Tata companies like Zudio that have ties to Israel. One of the key members of IPSP, Geeta, spoke at the protest. She said that when people shop at Zudio, they become indirectly responsible for the violence in Gaza. She also urged everyone to support the BDS movement, which means boycott, divestment, and sanctions against companies and individuals supporting the Israeli occupation. Geeta called out public figures and institutions who support Israel, calling them hypocrites for ignoring the human rights violations in Palestine. For those who don't know, Zudio is a budget fashion brand launched in 2016. It is owned by Trent Limited, which is part of the Tata Group. Zudio now has over 750 stores across India and is also expanding into the Middle East. But according to the IPSP, the Tata Group's business and defense deals with Israel connect them directly to military and surveillance systems used against Palestinians. The Israel-Palestine conflict is not just a foreign issue anymore. It is now connected to how we shop, where we shop, and which companies we support. The IPSP and thousands of Indian citizens are now saying, boycott companies like Zudio, which are linked to Israeli military actions. They believe that our choices as consumers can make a real difference in ending injustice and violence in Gaza. What do you think about this Zudio boycott and the Tata Group's role in Israel's military ties? Do you support the BDS movement? Tell us in the comments. For English news you can also visit our news website www.theoligo.com. Thank you for your valuable time.